What is up, everybody, and welcome to Freeze Frame, episode 67, the show where we stop to take a moment to discuss all the heavily talked about news stories of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, and pop culture. My name is Vincent DeSantis. Today I'm joined by, what did we call you, Ryder? The jalapeno?
The jalapeno?
That's what
Yeah,
Spanish is calling you? All right, Ryder Maldonado, the jalapeno himself. You guys, give us a review and let us know what you think on audio platforms. It helps us out a bunch. And we have so much content on YouTube this week. Oh my God, what an
Mm.
incredible week. We are getting so close to our next subscriber milestone. So freaking close. The views were crazy. The comments were wild.
Yeah,
Just
hilarious.
hilarious. A great scroll down
Yeah.
on some gaming news this week at Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Bethesda conference. So a lot of good stuff there. Guys, you can check out our TikTok. We got quick updates and stuff over there, which is awesome. And we got Discord, Twitter, and Instagram where you can keep connected with us. And we appreciate you guys checking all that out. Ryder, how was your week, dude? How was your week? Tell me how you're feeling.
It was great. It was a great weekend, the great week. It was all gaming kind of in my head. So I was just like thinking about that, playing Horizon, get into that. And
You got a PlayStation.
yeah, I got a PlayStation. So I've been enjoying that, watching a little bit of stuff. Barry season finale. I texted y'all last night because I was like, you need to watch this. Craziest finale ever. For those of you watching Barry at home, it's great. It's a great ending. And I know they're continuing on with season 4. But that's it. I haven't been watching too much. I haven't been doing too much.
I think
What about
I
you?
started The Boys yesterday
Yeah.
and watched all 4 episodes.
Okay,
all 4
nice.
episodes.
Good.
So I'm all caught up.
Huh?
Very, very good. Really, really liking this season so far.
I'm glad.
Oh man, it's real good.
Homelander's crazy, man. He's nuts,
He's
right?
wild. He's wild. And what do episodes come out with The Boys?
I think every Friday, I want to say. Every
Okay,
Friday?
so I only have to wait. Oh my God, I gotta wait a couple more days.
Full week, yeah.
And how many? That's a set 8 episode.
Yeah, 8 or 9, yeah, I believe. Something like that.
So it's already almost over. Like it's
Yeah.
already halfway over. It's like Obi-Wan. We got 2 more episodes and then it's over.
Yeah, I'm just glad they're doing it week by week because the show would have been
Thank
done.
God.
We would have been already talking
Thank
about
God.
it. It's over, Yeah.
Although I am not hearing as much chatter about The Boys on social media, at least. You know?
it's not that mainstream, surprisingly.
The first episode definitely with like the first 2 episodes there was some stuff, but I really wanted to see like there's a lot of stuff to talk about in episode 4 at least,
Yeah.
And so I was hoping I'd see some of that on social media, but I didn't have to worry about spoilers or anything. Not like Kenobi where it's like the day after it's done, like you're spoiled to hell.
Yeah, it's just too much going on, right? Like people are talking about all
Gotta
the video
be.
games, and people are talking about Obi-Wan
yeah.
still. Like Obi-Wan and Stranger Things is still kind of being talked about, at least on my end.
Yeah. Yeah, not as much though. I wish Stranger Things was a week to week though. I wish that was a week.
Yeah.
Um,
At least
but-
we still got the finale. The finale, which
that's true.
so they announced. I guess this is like a little light thing. I'm talking about Obi-Wan doing the theatrical release for the final episode.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about Stranger Things. Hopefully, maybe Stranger Things thinks about it, and they're like, you know what? Put that bad boy in a theater. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so
finale.
awesome.
Right?
I want to come down just to do this 6-episode Obi-Wan thing with you.
I know.
At
Yeah.
the theater.
Yeah, I don't know where it's gonna be. It's a Cineplex website, so I don't know what where
Who could
that'll
the
be.
special guest be? It's like Moses and Graham.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor.
it's
I'd
the little
cry.
girl. It's little Leia. I'd be like, great. No, but yeah, if it's Ewan and Hayden, game over, man. Those tickets might
Either
sell
way.
out incredibly
That'd be
fast.
such a fun day, dude.
Mhm,
It'd be such a fun day to go just do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Maybe tickets are on sale in San Fran because I feel like they're gonna be everywhere.
Oh,
maybe
you think?
I feel like it's gonna be an everywhere thing. That's why. Yeah, I hope I didn't make it sound like just LA. It's gonna be maybe everywhere. Maybe I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe.
well I'll have to check that out because that'd be.
I think
so
it said
sick. I mean,
select cities.
yeah, no special guests over here in the Bay Area, California. You'd have to be in San Fran.
Maybe they live stream
maybe.
it. Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
Pretty
Anyways.
epic though.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, again, please check out the YouTube. Got a lot of cool stuff going on over
Mhm.
there. Really great week. Really great week at Strictly Casual. Pretty awesome. And let's get into the first thing here, Ryder. Let's get into the first thing. I'm gonna start this recording. You
All
ready?
right, here we go. Yeah,
Okay,
you talking about it first, or
You intro.
Okay,
You intro
okay,
this
here we
video.
go.
All right. Ready? Okay. And 3, 2, 1.
Do blockbusters need to change? We recently just got out of Jurassic World Dominion. We're gonna give a slight review as well as talk about possibly the disappointment of the wrap up to this finale and the franchise, and what this could mean for the future of Hollywood blockbuster franchises and what that entails. I guess we can get into the details of Jurassic World. I mean, or your thoughts first? What
Yeah,
do you want
tell
to
me
talk
tell
about?
me about your, premiere experience first, like, going checking all that out, 'cause that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm almost forgetting the premiere, the world premiere. We got to go. It was great, fun time. All the celebrities were there except Sam Neill, which I was kind of sad about. Dr.
Yeah,
Grant was unfortunately not there, but yeah, it was a good experience. We got in line. We're waiting to see the film. Again, it's always nice to see the director kind of introduce the film, Colin Trevorrow. Kind of got a little emotional talking about it, and he kind
good.
of got into why dinosaurs, why this, and
Yeah,
it was a little heartfelt story because he put so much. It seemed like they put so much heart into it over the
totally.
pandemic. But yeah, watching the film was an experience in the premiere because there were some moments where we were cheering, kind of like an end game where it's like, oh yay, there's that guy. But toward the wrap up of the film, as soon as we wrapped up, me and my buddy Peyton, we both went. We were kind of feeling the same, like, is that it? Is that kind of the ending of this
Yeah.
franchise? It was, again, we can get into what we felt about the film, but
Yeah, yeah.
the
Jump
wrap
into
up,
it.
as for the wrap up of the film, it was kind of disappointing when it comes to this is supposed to be the end. This is the ending of a 30-year franchise. Even the crowd was kind of cheering in a way that didn't seem as enthusiastic. I don't know. Maybe that was just me,
Just
but
clapping.
it was
Yeah.
just normal clapping. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, that's a better theater experience than I had though, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Talk about what happened to you.
Well, first off, I went to, like, the 6 o'clock showing on a
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, like, it's o basically opening day,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and or maybe I saw it on Thursday night? I saw it on a Thursday. No, I saw it on a Friday night. I don't know,
Okay. Okay.
regardless. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a daycare in there, bro. Everybody brings their kids to this shit. I'm talking there was a
No.
million kids talking, chatting, running down the aisles. I was like, "Oh my god. I should have gone to a 10 p.m. showing of Jurassic World. I didn't
Oh
even think about
no.
this." Except for this dude sitting right next to me. He came alone. He was having a time of his life, probably in his late 50-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
like late 50s, just wanted to see some dinosaurs and probably some Bryce Dallas Howard, right?
Yeah.
Who can
Yeah.
blame him? But he's sitting down, having the time of his life, smiling through the whole movie. But that was like, and then the fire alarm went off in the last 10 minutes. So I actually didn't see the last 10 minutes of the movie because the theater got evacuated. It was a
Yeah.
whole thing. Mom's freaking out, like a bunch of moms in there because they got to get their kids out. They think it's like the end of the world or
Mm-hmm.
something. Like, I'm telling you, it was a wild theater experience. But
Dang. Yeah.
you're right, Ryder. It was not it didn't feel good to watch. Like, there's some cool moments, but here's my biggest complaint with Jurassic World
Mm-hmm.
Dominion is, like, Jurassic Park has such an awe to it. Like,
Yeah.
when the dinosaurs come
Mm-hmm.
up, you're like, "Oh my god, these things are huge. This is like a monumentous, like
Mm-hmm.
monumentous? I don't
No,
know.
yeah, both right, both
Monumental thing."
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So you look at it and you're like, "Whoa, like that's so cool." Like, but in this movie takes that for granted. And like the dinosaurs aren't you don't have that
Scary.
feeling when you watch it, and
Yeah.
so by not having that feeling, there's no, like in these movies, they talk about, like, the mutual respect for the dinosaurs. You respect them, they
Yeah.
respect us kind of thing, you know? There's no respect or whatever, and so it's like, okay, the dinosaurs are just there.
They treat them like
Like, I
crap, honestly, man. They treat them like
eh,
disrespect. They
it's not even
do.
just that, it's like, there's no tension in this movie.
Oh
Like, I've
yeah.
seen it before, like,
Exactly. Yeah.
I've
Hmm.
seen everything they've done in this movie before. The plot was thin. The dude,
They dealt
I'm
with
telling
so
you.
much. They were dealing with so much. The story was a little lackluster in that
I
area.
shit you not.
Yeah.
Near the end of the movie,
Hmm.
when Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt are like, they save the girl,
Hmm.
they're about to fly away from
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
place. Um, Bryce Dallas Howard looks over at Chris Pratt, and I was like, I forgot Chris Pratt was in this movie. Like, it was
Yeah.
that. I was like, Chris Pratt does absolutely nothing
Yeah.
in this movie.
They
Nothing.
kind of just showed up. They did some lines, and that was about it. Like,
Yeah,
and we talked about how much better they are in other stuff. So it's kind of like, what?
totally.
Why does
What
this feel so
happened?
flat? Why does this feel so dull? It's lost
And
its magic. Mhm.
here's the other thing too, is like the story is weak. It's the weakest it's ever been in
Yeah.
any Jurassic Park movie,
100%.
except for I did not like Fallen Kingdom at all either. I like Jurassic World. I think that's a fun movie, but
Hmm.
the second Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, I didn't like. This one, I loved having the original cast back. I thought that was so fun. Too bad the plot points they gave them were
Yeah.
meaningless.
After watching this and thinking about Fallen Kingdom, you could have thrown the OG cast into that first Jurassic World with kind of a
Mhm.
recreation of Jurassic Park, and it would have been a
Yeah,
solid fourth film. And you wrap up the franchise with that. You didn't need a whole other trilogy because these last two felt
sure.
like false extensions of something that was already kind of
Weak.
fine. You know what I mean? Like it was fine with
Yeah,
that fourth Jurassic World movie. Keep it like that. Throw the OG cast in that one, and it's like they survived the
right.
park, and it's like that's it. We wrapped it up. But like
Yeah,
to have the dinosaurs roaming in the world and to kind of make up this story about ecological disasters and what does it mean for the dinosaurs to be alive in this world is I couldn't tell if it was a message about our world or if it was just trying to kind of put those messages into this film to make it fit. I couldn't figure out what it was
Yeah,
for,
well,
you know?
I mean, it's like when they talk about the biosyn, you got the locusts and or a little bit of spoilers, a little bit, tiny bit of spoilers here,
Yeah,
but
those
the
spoilers.
locusts and stuff is they don't eat the biosyn crops. It's very much
Yeah.
like the Monsanto corn farming thing,
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's
okay.
it's like a lot of like parallels there, but like
Mhm,
regardless, it's nothing new. It was a weak movie. It's such a weak movie.
mhm,
Some of the effects were pretty good. I can't lie. Like it
mhm.
was entertaining. It was entertaining,
Yeah,
but
you can
not
tell there
good.
were some practicals. I was like, great, they did a
Sure,
practical in
yeah.
this. Thank you. But
Mhm.
yeah, and then it was so jarring when they kind of showed the CGI switch, and I was like, there's the CGI back now. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
I could have done without. I so could have done without this movie, and it's so hard to watch a legacy sequel like this right
Mhm.
after watching Top Gun: Maverick, which is, like,
Oh, I was just
so
about to
good.
say, yeah. And you know what does it right? Top Gun Maverick.
It truly does. It
Yeah.
does it so right. So,
Mhm,
I don't know. I don't th we have a little thing from IndieWire here, which I
mhm,
just thought was an interesting way to
mhm,
wrap this conversation up, is what Hollywood needs to learn from the creative disappointment of Jurassic World Dominion. Um, it says, "The past weekend, we saw the release of Colin Trevorrow's final chapter in the trilogy. It earned nearly 150 million at the box office, but reviews were not kind. It currently sits at a 30% of Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I don't think it's that bad.
no, yeah.
Like,
It
it's
doesn't
bad, but it's not
deserve hate.
30% bad. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just like, okay.
right. The timing of this is the worst part because yes, every global box office, or sorry, the global box office needs every hit it can find. But
Mhm,
I'm doubting that Dominion will follow in the steps of my current favorite, Top Gun Maverick. This is the author or whatever, and keep a happy and healthy second week audience. So people, their predictions are that this is going to drop a huge second week.
mhm.
People need to be reminded of the magic of movies, but this film only reminded me of the facetiousness of them. I'm all for spectacle and whiz bang, but that's in short supply here. All whiz, no bang.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's unfortunate,
So,
but let's just see what comes up next. But I guess my final point is if you want to do a franchise sequel, I think keep the magic of it. And again, there's probably a lot of behind the scenes stuff that kind of maybe messed up production or when it comes to the writing of the script, but it kind
and I
of
think
shot themselves in the foot by setting up so much, and
right,
you have to
and
wrap it
this
all.
is I think this goes into the conversation again, is less is more, baby.
Yeah,
Less is more.
yeah,
We don't need sequels to
yeah,
everything.
exactly.
It's gotta be a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more reviews, we're actually uploading a review of Lightyear pretty soon here, and we got a bunch of stuff on all the Summer Games Fest and Xbox stuff you could possibly desire right
Mm-hmm.
here on the channel. Keep it fresh. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Perfect. Thanks, Ryder. That was
Speaking
great.
of more franchises, I wanted to tell you, Sony also just announced they're doing Venom 3 and Ghostbusters 6. So it's kind of like, oh man, more.
Oh god. Well, on a positive note,
Mhm.
I liked the
I love the
Ghostbusters.
latest Ghostbusters. I'm just saying it's like more and more and
Yeah.
more. It's like, I get it, but like with that last one, it was like, man, it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Don't keep,
Well, what was
why you keep
wait, that's
going?
Ghostbusters 6. I only remember 1, 2, and then
There was 3, I think.
Ghostbusters. They did the um what did they do? The
I thought,
all
okay, you know what? I thought this was 4. So now I don't know what's going on with 6. I saw it in the tweet and I was like, oh,
maybe it's
wow.
just 5.
Yeah, this is probably 5.
Someone told me like I wish the end of
Oh,
Ghostbusters Afterlife was how the end of Rise of Skywalker was, with like all
yeah.
the ghosts of like the ghost of
Yeah.
Howard.
Hmm.
Or was it Howard? I think
Yeah.
helping
Yeah, I think so.
the little girl,
Harold Ramis, let's just say that.
Harold Ramis. Yeah, Harold. There
Yeah.
you go. Kill the ghosts should have been like how the ghosts
Hmm.
help. Um,
So here's the thing.
you
I
know,
think there's 3 Ghostbusters movies, right?
yeah.
And then there's the 4th with the all-female cast. So this is
Yes.
5th. And then now there's going to make a 6th. That's, I think, what they're
Oh,
doing.
interesting.
Yeah. The one with the newest one with the kids, I mean, it was phenomenal. It was great. It had a little bit of everything because you brought back some of the OG, I mean, all the OG cast, really. It
Paul
was,
Rudd was hilarious.
yeah, Paul Rudd was great. I
Yeah.
mean, Jason Reitman directed it, the son of the
Yeah, that was
original.
really
So
cool.
he's
Really,
putting
really
his
cool.
heart into it for his father.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong. So I mean, if he's attached to it, I
I
don't
mean,
see it going wrong.
I don't think like Ghostbusters Afterlife is a perfect movie or like one of
No,
the best
yeah,
legacy sequels or anything like that. It's just good. It's
it's
just
great.
good.
Yeah,
It's not.
they did
Yeah,
good.
they did a good
They
job.
did good job. Yeah,
Yeah,
good call.
as best as they could with what they
Yeah,
had. So,
yeah. Um. Okay, I guess
yeah.
moving on now, we can talk about a little bit about the Nope trailer before we get into Lightyear. You
Yeah,
want
let's
to talk
jump into Nope a little bit. So before Jurassic World Dominion, at least that's where I saw the new Nope
Mhm.
trailer.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Currently, I'm very excited to see Nope. Very excited. And the first trailer was perfect to me. Whet the appetite.
Hmm.
Didn't show me too much. Got
Yeah.
major Signs vibes, which is one of my
Mm-hmm.
favorite
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi movies, like totally it looks like Signs. And I was like, "Oh, I'm all in."
Yeah.
But Ryder, you let me know about some details that came before we got this second trailer.
Yeah, so I got some word that they did some test screenings. One hopefully test screening I was trying to go to, but I couldn't because of class. And apparently the reviews from it came out pretty negative because of some pacing issues. It was so far a really long cut. Most of the CGI was like 90% unfinished. So they were
Yeah.
like, this movie's coming out in a month or two. And so after those kind of came back, we got word that they're delaying the film till like next year, I believe, or something like that. So
No, dude, it
or
still comes out. It still comes out in like 2 months.
no, what? Come
They
on.
wouldn't be playing
No.
trailers for 6 months. They wouldn't be doing trailers for 6 months.
I thought Nope got delayed. Yeah, to August 2022. What?
See, it only got delayed a month.
Wow.
It was
Well,
supposed to come out in July. It was like July 17th. They only delayed it like a month.
well, I wish them the best. Okay, yeah, release date shows July. I think they're pushing it to August then. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. I was thinking a lot later than that, but okay. I
which
hope
is
they yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I just heard some sad things about it, so I was like, okay, well, I mean, versus like the early screenings for Get Out and Us. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe trying to do something a little different. Maybe it didn't work out, but I don't know. But
Well,
the newest
people
trailer
didn't
talking
love
about it.
Us. Like Us
Oh,
did
okay.
not get as received as well when it came
Okay.
out, at least.
Okay.
Than as Get Out. Even though I like the movie, and I
Yeah.
special place in my heart because Santa Cruz, and I live so
Yeah.
close to. I've been to everything that they
Okay.
show
Cool.
in the
Cool.
movie. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, we're in Us when the little boy, his like I don't know, his other
Uh-huh.
being of himself gets caught on fire in the parking lot. Like
Mhm.
that parking lot is where I park every single time I go to Santa Cruz because there's always parking right there,
Oh
and there's never
wow.
parking anywhere else.
Nice. That's
Like
cool.
it's when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this
Yeah,
is
it's your
crazy.
spots, dude. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's my
cool. No,
spot,
that
man.
adds to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, this new trailer revealed a lot of the plot, and like for me too, when I saw that first one, I was like, oh great, this is gonna be a good film. And I imagine after seeing that second trailer and what the story is now, I would have been
yeah,
so surprised watching the movie, and I would have been like this. I would have been like, oh, I had no idea the story was gonna be like this. I
yeah.
had no idea, right? And it's like, oh, that's like huge spoilers. I did not think it
Dude,
would go that direction.
me too. Totally different than what. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. I want that surprise. I want the
Yeah.
surprise of here's the actual plot of the movie when you go and see the movie instead of oh here's our second trailer. Here's what the movie's about. Like
Hmm.
I saw way too much. It's too long of a trailer. There's a huge yeah, dude. The UFO is like flying. You see it fully.
I'm
Like
like,
I
that's
don't
the
want to
money
see any of
shot.
it.
What's going
Yeah,
on?
that's a shocking shot you see in the theater where everybody's
Mhm.
like gasps and stuff, and like it's
Mhm.
anticipation to see that. And now there's no anticipation for that. I know exactly how it looks. Like that's such a bummer to me, dude. That is
Yeah.
such a huge bummer, especially with a not mystery, but like kind of horror sci-fi
Mhm.
thing that you got going where you're not supposed to know
Again,
what things
and
look like.
that could be a studio thing where they say, "Listen, Jordan, I know what you're trying to do two different themes, a UFO film, also a I don't know, a themed film, right? With some
Sure,
hidden layers. And maybe by just showing that in the trailers, they're like, we got to show something. We got to show something because then it's not going to
dude.
get
I
the
think
people
we
go.
saw
You know what I mean?
enough. We
No, I
saw
know, but I'm saying
enough
that's
last
probably what the
time. Yeah,
studio is saying. And it's like,
sure.
no, like just keep it because I think people
Yeah.
figured out that Nope's what that stands for, maybe not of planet Earth, right? So
Yeah, it's like
it's like we kind of did you know that or no?
no, I
What?
did know that. I
Oh,
did know that. You told me that before, I
oh.
think.
But
But
it was like, oh man, now I know everything. This
and I'm
movie's
not
not
gonna
gonna.
say it's a bad trailer because it's a great trailer. It's
It
just
is
a
good.
trailer. It's a trailer I never want to see
Yeah,
ever.
yeah,
That's what it is. Yeah.
100%. No, I'm with you. But
So
yeah, that's it for that me on that one.
I am excited to
Yeah.
see the movie. I'm gonna see it
I'm
regardless.
gonna
I'll be
see it
there
too. Yeah,
night one. Jordan Peele. I love Jordan Peele,
yeah,
so
I'll be there.
I'm sure it'll have lasting effect. And
Yeah,
if they're showing us that, that means there must be stuff that they can't show us.
yeah.
So I'm
They
hoping
show the
that's
aliens. Nah, nah.
something. Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Here we go.
Ryder, you saw Lightyear this week, a little bit early. I have not seen it yet, but tell us what you thought of Chris Evans as our toy about a toy about a toy about a movie about a toy kind of dealio
Yeah,
going on here.
so it was a movie about a toy, about a movie about a toy in a
Yeah,
world
yeah,
with
sure.
no toys. But this was
Yeah.
a D23 early screening, so it was pretty exciting to get to go with other Disney fans. Peyton was there, of course, and he was he got to MC
Shout out Peyton.
the first bit. So I
Really?
was like, yo, this is
Oh,
hype.
that's so
Yeah, it's pretty
cool.
cool. So yeah, movie opens up and off the bat, it's Chris Evans in a little animated form. I'm like, this is just Chris Evans. It's hard to hear his voice and not think Captain America.
Yeah.
His voice is so distinct, so it takes a little bit to get used to him as a cartoon. But yeah, the film opens up, and I think the whole premise of this is a complete it's again, I was surprised watching it because I was like, I had no idea the story was gonna be like this, right?
Yeah. Good.
The intro was kind of a cool, heartfelt kind of premise to the film, but also accompanied by Michael Giacchino and his beautiful score. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is feeling like Up a little bit. He's given it to us, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, the story was great, and I think there were some twists kind of toward the end of the film, classic Pixar twists, with some good villainy, you know, some good antagonists.
Sure.
It was a great plot.
I had another problem with this. Before I saw Jurassic World,
Mhm.
they showed a trailer for Buzz Lightyear,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, this is the whole plot of the movie." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But
Well, depending on which one it is, you have to show me because you might
it was
not.
the first one I've seen with Taika in it. I didn't even know Taika was in the movie till I
Oh
saw this trailer,
yeah,
which is
okay.
crazy.
So there's a little team. There's a little team, and it's kind of callbacks
Sure.
to the cartoon. But so this is the movie that Andy would have seen. It's not like a movie for us. It's a movie in the Toy Story world. So it opens up. I
Oh.
mean, slight spoilers, but it's like, I mean, it's kind of the premise of what the movie is.
Yeah.
If Andy is buying the toy Buzz, in that world, they made the toy Buzz off of that movie. It's not like he's a real astronaut. This is the movie we're watching. Is the movie that Andy saw. You get that? Does
Got
that
it.
make sense?
So
Yeah.
it's not
And
it's
so they
what
probably,
I
yeah,
assumed it was like, "Oh, this is a real person," and then
yeah,
the
no, no,
toy's
no.
based off this
Yeah.
real person, but
So
I get
it's
that. That makes
almost
sense.
like Lightyear is an actor playing Lightyear. You know what I mean? Like that it's
Yeah.
a movie that they probably
Okay.
filmed in that world. And so you get hints of like the cartoon. You see why they
Sure.
kind of made the toys. You kind of get like hints of like, oh, that's probably why they made the toy, and that's probably why they
Cool.
did this, and about Zurg and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of get, you know, we get into that, but yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the ending kind of third act has some really cool animation that feels like an
Awesome.
IMAX action film. I was like, this is crazy how far the animation has come because it's so, man, it's so advanced, and it feels like a regular IMAX, like a Marvel third act, and you're like, wow,
Sure.
this is crazy. But the
That's
themes are
awesome.
there. It gets a
Cool.
little repetitious a little bit, kind of with the
Okay.
themes of like, what's it called, like setup and then fall down and
Payoff
set up
kind
and
of
pay
thing.
off, set up and pay off, and it's like, okay,
Got it.
yeah, it's kind of, you know, for kids, I get it, but other
Sure.
than that, yeah, it's a good film. It's one of their better
Okay.
ones. That's
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
excited to see it. The visuals look really cool, like,
Yeah.
different. Cool
I
for a
mean, I
Pixar
don't know if
film.
you have any questions or kind of any ideas on what you saw, what are your vibes kind of going into this or anything like that?
I mean, obviously, you have this, like, exploration. I mean, I'm a sucker for space,
Oh
okay?
yeah.
Sucker for space movies. Anything sci-fi like that, I'm all about it. And, but this is a cool idea to me. A Buzz Lightyear movie, like,
Hmm.
that sounds awesome. I used to love this Buzz Lightyear movie that came out in the
Hmm.
late 90s, early 2000s. I forget exactly. It's Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
um, just a classic. You got the three-eyed aliens, which I hope are in this. But that's probably a spoiler. I'm sure they
Mhm.
make an appearance, but maybe not. Ryder?
You want-
Wink, blink twice.
No,
Blink twice.
I
Just
won't
kidding.
blink,
Don't
I
blink.
won't do anything at all.
Anyways, the aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
But because in that, I don't know. I just love that cartoon. I used to watch it all the time. It was a little bit dark as a kid
Mhm.
too. They really did
Oh
some like
yeah.
dark stuff in
Oh
that
wow,
cartoon, and
okay.
so I remember being like a little
Yeah.
frightened by
Uh-huh.
it. So I was like, oh, if they can capture like that magic and like bring that into what a Pixar movie has like become,
Hmm.
that'd be so cool. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I guess like this isn't about the story, but I see them easily making a Disney Plus series and kind of just going off on this. 'Cause-
less is more, Ryder. We just
I
talked
know.
about this with Jurassic World Dominion.
I
Less is
know,
more.
but you know Disney. I was like, oh, and it was funny too because throughout the whole film, I kept looking over to Peyton, and I'm like, that's gonna be in Disneyland. Like, whether it was
Oh,
a
cool.
toy, I was like, that's
Yeah.
a Disneyland toy. Or they were doing stuff, and I was like, I could see that being like a drink fountain at
Cool.
Disneyland. Like, it's so
Yeah.
obvious that like this stuff will be implemented into the parks. So I was like, Disney is just synergy,
Now,
baby.
is this a theater exclusive, or will this be coming to Disney Plus on the same day it goes to theaters?
I'm not sure. I believe this is a theaters only. They really
Okay.
wanted to push this. They really wanted this to be just a movie only, and
Okay.
probably Disney Plus eventually, but I don't think same
Yeah.
day release. No.
Okay. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it regardless. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
Go check it out, y'all.
it's good stuff. Appreciate the review, Ryder. I'll let you know my thoughts when I see it eventually.
Sounds
But
good.
until then, to above and beyond. Is that what he
No,
says?
to infinity and beyond.
Ah, damn. Okay. To infinity and beyond.
That's good.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Here.
That's great. That was great.
Okay. Now I gotta ask you: have you
Yeah.
seen the new Black Adam trailer?
I did. Yeah. Multiple
Okay.
times.
Now,
What?
I wanted to say before we get into the trailer, I think maybe you said this. I don't know. It's in my head right now, and you probably said this. It was a great idea to have The Rock kind of be a producer on this film. That way, he can advertise it too. You know what I mean? Right? Like not
Yeah.
just the studio. Like him doing advertisement, it's solely him for this
It's
movie.
just him.
It's just
Yeah.
him. Like on his Instagram and his Twitter, he's been hyping up this movie for years.
Yeah.
And I think the
Right.
main hype is from his social media accounts. Isn't that crazy?
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. And then like blasting the trailer and doing like a press screening for the trailer was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think? What do you think about the trailer?
It just doesn't do it for me at all. Like I'm just having like major superhero fatigue. It's like there's doing absolutely nothing for me except seeing The Rock. I'm sure he's having a good time. I
Yeah.
hope he's having a good
Yeah,
time.
this is a role apparently he's been attached to for a decade now. He's wanted it.
Yeah.
He says it's going to expand the DC universe and kind of be the door to open
Sure it
it
will.
up.
Everybody would say that.
Yeah.
Everybody would say that.
Yeah. It's surprising because they show a little bit of the Justice Society of America with Atom Smasher, Hawkman, Doctor Fate. Pierce Brosnan is playing Doctor Fate, which is kind of like a Doctor Strange, the DC
Now,
universe.
is Dr. Fate the one that I played in Injustice 2?
He
Would
is.
that be that
As
character?
a matter of fact, he is.
Cool, because
Yeah. So,
that guy went.
dude, yeah,
and
he
then
would do.
had this like huge thing going. I like
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. He's really great.
All right, I like Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we've seen from what we've heard from early screenings, I think we're seeing in the trailers. I'll say that.
Okay.
and
Got it.
and yeah, we'll talk about it soon. Hopefully, maybe do
But
a
we'll
review
talk about
when
it
it comes
soon.
out.
I'm sure I'll watch it. I'm sure I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Although I still haven't seen Aquaman, so I don't know if I'm sure I'll watch it.
Oh, the
You know,
first
like-
Aquaman. Yeah, the first.
Yeah,
dude,
I haven't seen it.
I stand by the first Aquaman's great. Great.
Is
dude.
there an Aquaman 2 out right now?
No, that one's way ahead.
Because Amber
Coming.
Heard or whatever, she's
She's
in
out
it,
of that
trying
one.
to write her out.
Yeah, apparently
Is her
DC.
out?
They said that DC said that they did a meeting that they completely removed all their scenes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! I bet it changes the story. I bet it's gonna suck.
Well,
so sad.
the first one was great with, I mean, she was in there, but she didn't really add to the plot. She was kind of,
Got it.
it was a forced relationship, I think.
Of course.
But the visuals in that movie,
Dude.
not too bad. And Willem Dafoe he's good. He's good.
Oh, we love Willem Dafoe. Big Willem Dafoe fan right
yeah.
here.
It is cringy, but man, you gotta watch it. It's not that bad. It is not that bad.
I'll watch it. No, I have it on my Vudu. I just gotta watch it. I have it on Vinny D Plus, dude.
Vinny D.
I told you about.
Vinny,
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, you want on?
What's Vinny D Plus?
Dude, Vinny D Plus is my Vudu account. I got like 350 movies on there.
Oh my gosh,
and
really?
it just grows. It grows all the time. I have people. They're just on there, and then if people want to watch a movie, and if they buy it, they just put it on my account, and so they Venmo me the money for it.
Wow, yeah.
Or I have like so Vudu. This is a little bit of a story. Okay, so
Okay,
Vudu has
yeah,
a
I'm
disc to
ready.
digital
Okay.
program where you
Okay.
can scan the barcode on your discs and make them a digital movie.
That's insane.
But it's $2. Now,
Okay.
$2 is half the price of a rental on Vudu because a rental on Vudu is $4.
Okay.
But
You have it
someone has
already.
created a website. Someone has created a website with every barcode of every eligible movie for the disc to digital program. So you can go on there, scan the barcode with your phone, and get any movie on the
Oh,
website
but you
on
paid
your
the
Vudu
$2.
account for $2.
Wow.
And you have it forever. So
That's crazy.
my friend's like, hey, is this one on the $2 thing? And I'd look it up, scan the barcode, throw it in there. They Venmo me $2, and it's there forever for anybody who's logged on to Vinny D Plus. And
Vinny
so
D Plus. Yo, can I get in on this Vinny D Plus?
You can absolutely get it.
Oh
on
my
Vinny D Plus.
gosh.
It's, dude, it's some great movies, it's some trash movies, some fun movies, some sad movies, and everything in between.
I'm about to download the most scuffed films on the planet. I'm just
No,
kidding.
they're legit. It's like it's
Yeah.
it's so
No, I mean like
use
yeah.
also the place where you put in like your digital codes that come with the movies on the slips.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you have digital codes, bro, you slap them in.
Dude,
We
I
got a
remember-
network going in.
Dude, that's crazy. I remember during APU, like 2018, you talked about this briefly, and I brought you like all these papers of codes that I had. Remember?
I know.
Yeah.
They're on there. You can watch.
Yeah.
You can watch your codes on Vinny D Plus.
That's so crazy. I love that. Well,
I'll give you
guys,
my login.
Vinny D Plus will be the most exclusive access streaming service there is.
Exactly. It's very exclusive. It's
Yeah.
only for the close friends of
Invite
Vinny D.
only.
You have to be, yeah, it's a totally invite only. The password changes every couple months. You got to keep up on the new passwords because you got to watch out. Some people get the boot. Some people got to get the boot.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you, when somebody was on there, they
Uh-huh.
charged the credit card, didn't Venmo me. And that's you get the boot. You get the boot
Oh
if you
my
charge the credit
gosh.
card, you know,
Yeah,
Venmo.
it's $2. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
but those are the people buying stuff for $15. Like the brand new
Oh
movie
my
that comes
gosh.
out.
Come on. Yeah, they're
Sorry,
charging
let's
your
get back to the
Okay,
news.
anyways.
Let's get back to the news.
get all heated. Anyways. Okay, moving on now. You can
Yeah,
take
let's
us
just
away.
jump into this Joker sequel real quick. Unless
Okay.
you want to talk about Thor: Love and Thunder trailer, but the tickets are on sale.
That's it. There you have it.
That's
Okay, you got
Tickets
it.
are on sale. You
You
can
got
buy
next.
it. There's a Joker sequel, And we knew it was coming. But Todd Phillips posts a little picture of the screenplay on the front, and it's being called Folie à Deux, which
Hmm.
is French.
Mhm.
Folie à Deux, something like that. And someone said it's an appropriately pretentious title for the sequel to the possibly most pretentious comic book film ever made. Um, and someone apparently has seen Joaquin Phoenix on a subway in New York reading the script, so confirming
Really?
that
Wow.
would be legit. So it's happening.
Imagine that. He's just there kind of reading it and going through it. That's crazy. Again, this whole episode should just be too much. Too much, too much, right? Joker was a great kind of like I got what I wanted. I wanted analysis on the character, and it's cool, and it wrapped up. I get it. It's the Joker. To your imagination, he fights the Batman, blah blah, whatever. That's it. But to do a sequel, it's like you're gonna grow this guy into
Well, I
like
don't need.
he's a
Yeah,
protagonist almost. Like this guy is
I don't
not.
know.
He is a antagonist. He is a bad guy. You know.
Yeah, well, I mean, people love to worship the bad guys. That's the problem.
I know
In
America
this
has
movie,
that. Yeah.
they totally have it, and it's like Breaking Bad
Hmm.
is this weird exception where it's like, yes, this is a bad guy, and you're
For
not
good
praising
cause.
him.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that he's good causes. It's like
But
he's bad. Like he's bad.
mhm.
Joker doesn't feel like he's bad. It's like praising him for his
What? Yeah, his
badness
actions. Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
give you motivations for why he should be bad, and so you're like, oh, good for him. Like good thing he did this, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. And so it's kind of twisted to me. I don't know. I watched Joker, and the first day I watched it, I was like, "Oh my god, this movie's incredible,
Yeah.
incredible!" I
Yeah.
thought it was insane. Like, what a crazy experience. The more you think about it, you're like, "This movie's kind of
I felt
gross."
icky a little, right? Right,
Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, I mean,
it's gross.
my feeling for the first one, right? I was watching it and I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. When he's on that car and kind of people worshiping him, he
It's
just
so
he just
gross.
killed the host, and he's
Yeah,
still kind of and it feels like icky. Everyone
and
in the theater was cheering, dude. I was
it's
kind of
that's sick. That
yeah.
is
I
sick.
looked to my
Yeah,
mom and I was kind of like, what are we? And we were like, this is bad. Like people love this, and I was like, oh my
yeah.
god, this is
And
horrible.
like, I can't deny and say it's a well-made movie. It's shot
No,
very well.
very beautiful.
Obviously, like they've captured a huge audience. It made so much money.
Hmm.
But like, really looking at the movie, it's
Yeah.
like I don't want a sequel to this.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's and then following our culture of what's going on, like in
It's
real
sick.
world
Yeah.
with the travesties
Ugh.
that are happening, it's kind of like, what are you gonna do with Joker that doesn't show that? Because that
Like
is who
let
the Joker is. You know what I mean? He's a
yeah.
psychopathic killer. Like, you're gonna just show us more of that? We don't need
Let's
that.
influence more people to have good reasons why they should be bad, like
Right,
or something
yeah.
like that.
Because
Like,
then,
I don't know.
yeah, no, it's
It's a
true.
weird it's a weird thing.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't really know how to like synthesize my thoughts on that, but it just feels weird.
Yeah, unless they throw in like Robbie Patty, but I'm just kidding.
No,
They
I
don't.
don't want any of that.
No,
I
I
don't
know,
want
I know, I
anybody
know.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Leave it separate. But I'm saying like,
Mhm.
it's like even if you threw like a kid Batman or something, it'd be like, what are you doing? This is
Even
so
I don't need
strange.
any.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't need any of that. So I don't know. We'll just have to
We'll
see when
see.
there's photos released and kind of a synopsis, kind of like why, and then
Yeah.
we
I
can
mean, I'm
talk about
interested.
it.
I'm interested what they're doing
Yeah,
because but I can't imagine. I cannot imagine what a sequel to Joker would be.
yeah. It just goes eviler. No.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Moving on, here we go. We got Duke Nukem movie is in the works from the Cobra Kai creators. How great is that?
It's
Okay.
cool, but isn't Duke Nukem known for
Controversial.
like very controversial
Yeah.
stuff?
He
Yeah,
is
okay.
he is like I imagine the most sexist, like unknown bad person ever.
Well, I think we're gonna see a beautiful adaptation from the creators putting more 80s things into recent times, and
Yeah.
they'll probably do a not beautiful, probably the wrong thing. They'll find an elegant way to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I think if
Very
anybody's gonna do
yeah.
it, the Cobra Kai creators should do it. So
100%. They're good at
yeah.
being like I don't want to say cringe, but kind of like yeah, I love like having a good time, right?
And
Good
Duke
time.
Nukem is pretty damn cringe, so it's
Yeah.
like that's gonna be perfect.
Just give it to me.
But
Yeah.
I think their style will pen very well
Hmm.
with them.
Do you remember ever going to the GameStop and you remember seeing that cover of the new one that came out and it's like, oh, I want
Where he's
that.
got a gun up, and he's
Yeah.
got a star right above his gun. He's on a car, just red background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
and it's like the mom is like, I'm not gonna get that for you. And it's like, oh, I wonder what that is. I'll
As
never
a
get
kid.
that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
That's pretty funny.
Yo, this is a big one. This is exciting. I can't wait to get into this.
Jason Schwartzman will voice the Spot in Across the Spider-Verse. Spot's body is covered in interdimensional portals that can send him anywhere he wants to go. He can also make portals appear out of thin air to transport objects and people at will. Whoa. Whoa. So we got this is
Wow.
a casting announcement here. That's pretty cool. The
Hmm.
Spot sounds like a cool character. Is he in the comic books at all, or he's just kind of
I
an
saw him in
original?
the cartoon. I saw a clip from one of the older cartoons, the animated
Cool.
series, and I was like, this guy looks silly as heck. And Jason Schwartzman is a funny guy.
Hilarious.
There's also
Hilarious.
yeah, there's also some more castings here. Jorma Tacone, which he's from Lonely Island. He worked a lot
Okay.
with them. He was voicing the Vulture, and then you got Shea
Beautiful.
Wigham. He's from what you call it? He's from Mission Impossible and some other funny. If you look him up, you know the
Okay.
guy. He was
Yeah.
voicing George Stacy. So
Oh yeah,
yes,
no, I know exactly who this is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
He's got
cool.
an iconic voice.
Hmm.
His voice is
Yeah.
awesome.
So exciting stuff. I mean, we're getting more and more from it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not it's far out, right? It's not. It's delayed. It was delayed, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
2023.
This reminds me.
Okay.
Did you see the trailer for Kid Cudi's movie that has the same exact animation style as Across the Spider-Verse?
I did see some of it. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Like, it looks great with
And
like
how
cool
they
music and stuff like
influenced
that.
and how it influenced that. Yeah.
Dude, it looks like a rip. It doesn't even look like it's like a new style. I watched it, and instead of being like, "Oh, this is really cool," it's like, "Oh my god,
Oh,
they did
just
nothing
falling.
new." Like, it's
Yeah.
this is
Is he
Across the
working with
Spider-Verse.
Sony too? Right. He's working with
Oh,
Sony.
is he?
I feel like Kid Cudi and Sony are kind of together. No.
Very interesting.
What is
I
it?
don't
Is it
know.
A Man Named Scott or no? Not that one.
No, that's his documentary on
Documentary.
Hulu.
Let's see.
Well,
Kid Cudi
uh,
animated film.
well, he doesn't go by Kid Cudi in it. He goes by Scott.
Oh, his name Scott
Scott
Muscudi.
Muscudi. Yes,
Oh yeah, Intergalactic. Oh, it's for Netflix. Never mind.
it's called Intergalactic.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, with the 24 frames. Wow, this looks almost just like a rip. That's kind of
Dude,
crazy.
it's the same, but like, not that it's not cool. I just
But
and
that's to
I'm
say.
glad we're getting it.
Here's the thing though. To say it's a rip is kind of a little weird because we
Yeah,
see it where like Disney and Pixar and Universal they do the same animation styles for different films. That's just because
true.
that's their in-house guys. So
Like,
maybe
all Pixar looks the same.
yeah,
Not really, but like it looks better. But
yeah. So
it
maybe
looks
this
like
guy
it's
it was like, hey, like literally got the actual crew that worked on Spider-Man said just do it like that, and like, yeah, we do it like that, and maybe this yeah it takes away the kind of rarity of Spider-Man across the
yeah.
Spider-Verse, but maybe this is gonna become a new style. It's gonna be this. This is the new animation style now.
It's interesting. I can't wait to watch it. The cast is incredible on
Yeah.
this on Intergalactic also.
Arturo Castro and Vanessa
The
Hudgens.
faces don't look as good in this as they do in Spider-Verse. So that's one thing that Spider-Verse has
Mhm.
way over this. But I
I
don't know.
I still need to see Spider-Verse again because I saw it in first time I saw it was IMAX 3D. In the 3D and with the 24
That must have been
frames,
crazy.
it was crazy, but it was so blurry for me, dude. I could
Okay.
barely see it. Like it was
Yeah.
like a lot of just like images and I couldn't see faces. It was so blurry.
Oh, okay.
And I don't
Yeah.
know if
Have
that
you only
was
seen it one time?
yeah.
I've only seen it one time in the theaters also.
Yeah, so I'm like I gotta watch. Oh, I watched like bits and pieces here on Netflix, but I
It was
just
such a cool experience, man. Because I saw it with my cousins who were
Mhm.
like a lot younger at the time, right?
Yeah.
And they were like in awe of this movie, and
Oh
that
yeah.
was just like so cool. Because I loved it, but then they like couldn't stop talking about it for like weeks. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was
That's cool.
awesome to see it with them.
Yeah, the next film I am not seeing in 3D because it's just with animation,
No.
it's just too much. It's too cartoony, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't see anything. I
Mhm.
kept having to take them off, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad.
I have the 4K disc. I gotta watch it again.
Ooh, nice.
But Ryder, let me tell you about a little legend about this movie. Where
Okay.
the first one is so critically acclaimed that they made a second one, and the
Yeah.
second one is then hailed as the greatest movie of all time. Okay, and now they're releasing a third of this trilogy,
Wow.
and that Ryder is Paddington. This time, we are getting a new Paddington movie called Paddington in Peru, which will begin filming in 2023 in both London and Peru, and will be directed by Dougal Wilson. Dougal? Dougal. That's definitely
Oh,
a
is
British
it?
name.
Yeah, Dougal Wilson.
Dougal. Did Dougal Wilson do the first two movies? Because if so, we're in good hands. If not, I'm so sorry for Paddington fans out there.
Dude, you saw Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, right?
I did.
I mean, the whole movie, a big plot point was about
It's Paddington
Paddington.
too. It's
So
very
like,
funny.
I can't believe this is a British kind of thing, right? This is a like kind of franchise from the UK, correct?
Yeah.
I believe. And
Okay, so Paul King did Paddington 1 and 2. We have a new director for the third one. Let me tell you, the bar is so high.
Right?
So high. I still have not seen Paddington or
I have
Paddington
not
2.
seen either of the Paddingtons. They did a I think the Queen herself made her debut on film for the first time, acting her acting debut with Paddington the Bear in a little ad for her Jubilee, for the the Platinum Jubilee, which is just crazy that this bear is like this is it. This is their mascot.
Right, I'm thinking we do a Paddington double feature, you and I.
We do. We have to. I think at this point, it'll be the most wholesome thing. I guess it's just wholesome, right?
It's required viewing. It's required viewing.
Honestly, at this point,
I think so.
Someone has a screenshot here of Paddington 2 and Citizen Kane.
Perfect
just to show how great they are. Yeah, that's
highest rated movies of all time.
That's crazy. I'm surprised it's so new. But yeah, exciting stuff. New film.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on now. We have some new Knives Out title. You brought this to me. This is crazy stuff. I just saw it on Twitter. Benoit Blanc is returning in the new Knives Out sequel. And they finally got a title reveal. It's called Glass Onion, which I think
very interesting title.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the layers and kind of shatters and all this cool stuff. Yeah, I'll let you read this. You got a little thing here.
So excerpt. Agatha Christie is a very, very famous author who writes mysteries. She wrote Death on the Nile and like Murder on the Orient Express, like all that kind of stuff. Like I don't know how many years ago.
She is the murder mystery writer. Yeah,
she is the murder mystery writer. And so this is quotes from Rian Johnson's Twitter this morning, which he announced the title. He said, "Something I love about Agatha Christie is how she never tread water creatively. I think there's misperception that her books use the same formula over and over, but fans know that the opposite is true." Okay. When I made Knives Out, that's what excited me about the prospect of making more mysteries with Daniel as Benoit Blanc, to emulate Christie and have every film be like a whole new book with its own tone, its own ambition, and its own reason for being. And ta-da, a title. And then boom, he posted.
Nice.
Glass Onion. Now, a bunch of people were commenting that they think Rian Johnson just wanted it to be called Glass Onion. But Netflix probably required it to say a Knives Out story because that's a selling point right there, is having it a Knives Out thing. Whereas Rian Johnson, through this, is saying, he's like, everyone's going to be different. The only connecting piece here is like, is the detective, but each story was going to have its own tone. It's going to have its own story, like that kind of thing, which is cool. I like that. That's fun. Little anthology.
And here's my kind of, my theory is that kind of like with, what's his, oh man, I forget his name. Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile. What's the name of the director that does Murder?
Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh, thank you. Kenneth Branagh, very distinguishable with that mustache, right? As a detective. And that is literally Agatha Christie. And so I think since they gave him trust, the studio, to change the title, I'm saying by the third film, Daniel Craig will be very distinguishable as Benoit Blanc, right? After the second that they'll say, no, we don't have to do the Knives Out thing. Because it's like...
Do you think it'll be iconic? This will be like,
this will be iconic.
Oh my God, Daniel Craig. It's Benoit Blanc. Instead of, oh my God, Daniel Craig, James Bond. Like, do you think
his two things right now are, for me, James Bond and he did that Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. So I was like, who's this? You know?
Have you seen him in Logan Lucky?
Oh yeah, that was great too. That was great.
Yo, Logan Lucky, I know I've said this before. Major comfort movie for me. I don't know why. It's like it's not perfect by any means, but it's so fun. Dude.
Yo, I'll give you a real twister here. You know the girl that's the sister of Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
She takes care of his little daughter. You know that is Elvis Presley's granddaughter. Do you know that?
Whoa.
Yeah, her mom is the daughter to Priscilla and Elvis. I was like, what? Because when with the Elvis hype, I saw some interviews. The whole family's talking about it, and she was there, and I'm like, that's his granddaughter. I'm like, that's crazy. That's that actress. Yeah, just little note there, but yeah, this murder mystery. I'm excited. I mean,
good stuff.
It's gonna be great.
That's dope. I'm excited to see it too. This is gonna get it already confirmed to have a theatrical release before it gets put on Netflix.
Oh,
I'm
great!
Definitely seeing it in the theater.
100%. Only theaters. Yep.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I saw Knives Out like a month early, whatever, with Rian Johnson.
Oh yeah. You at the ArcLight, right?
Yeah, I was at the ArcLight. Yeah.
Dang, before it shut down.
Collider.
Oh yeah,
ArcLight shut down.
Yeah, dude, it's closed forever, man. Isn't that sad? The Dome, the Cinema Dome.
I didn't see it at the Dome. I saw it at a different theater.
Oh,
it was in Irvine or something.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it was kind of random. Out there.
But the Sunset Dome is closed.
I know, so sad. I did see a bunch of movies in there. That's where I saw like James Mangold for Ford vs Ferrari, and Taika was there for Jojo Rabbit. Like really cool.
Okay, cool.
But this one, like Rian Johnson was so nice to everybody after. He literally stayed and like met and took pictures with every single person who wanted to.
Wow.
It
That's
was
so cool.
awesome. I'll
Yeah,
never
that's,
forget that memory, which made like Knives Out like so much. It's already
mhm.
a great movie, but that experience made it even better.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome, dude. And then
Yeah.
Madeline Klein is in it from the Outer Banks, so I'm looking forward to
Outer
it.
Banks, Paradise on Earth.
Down, 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 down,
Still never seen it,
down.
but you know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Okay, you could take us away. We'll have to steamroll through these. I can't believe
Yeah,
we
yeah.
we talked so much.
Dude, this is a great episode. This has been a great episode.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna bust through a couple of
Oh
these.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna bust through because these are really quick. We don't need
Mhm.
much on them. Squid Game 2 is officially in pre-production. Netflix showed the little green light thing. It's the doll, with the eye and the recording thing in the eye. Great.
Nice.
We talked about Squid Game season 2 a million times. Like we get it.
It's
It's out.
coming.
I mean, it's
Finally.
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Then this one's pretty interesting. Ghostbusters animated series in the works at Netflix, and Jason Reitman and Gil Keenan to produce. Very cool. Glad Jason Reitman is on here.
Mhm.
Super glad.
Mhm.
And then one more thing here. There will be a time jump between Stranger Things 4 and season 5, says the Duffer Brothers. Now,
Finally.
tell me
These
why.
kids are so old.
Tell me why really thought that Stranger Things was ending this season. Like I thought these last two episodes were going to be like the
Oh yeah.
last two episodes, and I was like, oh, this is totally building to that. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
It felt like, right? But I forgot. So when Dustin finally said, the Mind Flayer is the ultimate baddie. This is like his 5-star general. I was like, oh shoot, that's
Okay.
right. There's still an ultimate big baddie.
Yeah.
Season 5 will be the end. And they'll probably go against the Mind Flayer. But this was the biggest guy next to him. The what's his
Okay.
name? Vecna is the 5-star
Yeah.
general. Like I
Which
was
is
like,
cool.
oh man, who's gonna be bigger than this? The Mind
Very
Flayer.
excited. Very
Yeah.
excited for however this goes.
Mhm. I'll get through this HBO Max stuff. We got first look at Joel and Ellie in the Last of Us show that premiered at Summer Games Fest. Ashley and Troy Breaker have been confirmed to have some roles in the show, and it's not gonna be like a cameo. They will be significant. And
Yeah.
Sources tell us that Ashley Johnson could be playing Ellie's mother, possibly.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which it's been in talks for years now. They
And I
want to
mean,
see Ellie's mom.
There's leaks on set and stuff where
Mhm.
they show that there was filming at a school, so people think that Last of Us just starts off like the apocalypse or
Uh-huh.
whatever happens, kind of like 10 to 20 minutes in ish.
Mhm.
And it starts with just Ellie at home, or no, sorry, Sarah at home
Yeah,
with
Joel.
Joel, but we don't see much of Ellie.
Yeah.
So maybe people are thinking there might be a school scene or something with Ellie and her mom,
Interesting.
or the school scene would be Joel and Sarah at school or something like that.
Yeah,
before
that'd be
everything
great.
happens.
Whatever they add to it, I'm sure that it's like, give me more,
Yeah.
like more
So-
extension on these
I
characters.
mean, Neil Druckmann said it elevates the story of the game. It doesn't like sidebar it. It's like there's some stuff added for the sake of the TV show, obviously, because you need to, but it's nothing that's like just added for added sake. Like
No,
it's
yeah.
adding to the story, and it's even things that he was writing on the story that got cut from the story the first time. So
Oh
it's
my
like we are seeing
gosh.
this was also like the director's cut of the story.
Yes.
Like the best part, writer, is we know exactly how The Last of Us ends, but I can't freaking wait for the show.
Oh,
can't
I
wait.
know. And I know that they're one doing it beat for beat, and not really, but for me in my head, I'm like, no, they're recreating the game beat for beat. Like that's my headcanon. And also how great it's gonna be to dang, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, because you said
No, it's good. Yeah.
you were talking about oh yeah, we know how it ends and how this show, it's not a movie. That's why I want to say that. I'm happy that this isn't a movie that they have to confine it to 2 hours. It's a show where you could give me 10 hours with it. I want 10 hours to dive into this world. That's what I want to say.
Give it to me week to week, baby. Give it
Yeah.
week to week.
Week to week. Oh god, it's gonna be great. I can't
And
wait
Neil
for a
has his own
trailer.
episode, man.
Oh my god.
No, I don't. I'm so scared. I'm so scared it's not going to be good. I'm not going to like
I
it.
just want to see the first teaser, and then I don't want to hear anything. I don't care what anyone's gonna say.
Yeah. Oh, can't wait.
And lastly, Harley Quinn season 3 is gonna be set for a summer release on HBO Max. Thank God, one of my favorite shows. Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn,
Very
baby.
I hear great things.
Mhm.
And then Paramount Plus. This is pretty funny. I just had to add this. Simon Pegg says that Simon Pegg and Tom Cruise are in Mission Impossible. Simon Pegg says Tom Cruise will flatly deny any wrongdoing on set. And Simon says when you're on set, Cruise is the boss. Like at all times. It doesn't matter if he's not even in the scene. Like Simon Pegg says, if Tom Cruise is on the set, he is running the show. I just thought that was so funny. Simon Pegg's like,
Dang.
he's like, sometimes it's just like you gotta let him do his thing because
Yeah,
it's his. It's him.
because he's like, man, that's insane. That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
wonder what it's like with him on set.
No, it's scary, dude. Apparently he's terrible on set. Remember the whole mask thing when he was doing
Well, but
he was yelling, chewing out crew members, and then I mean, that was, like I guess he had a reason for doing that, but
Yeah.
still, there's, like, so many
No,
people
yeah,
that have
but
said Tom Cruise are,
it's like,
like, mean to them on set. That was just the one recording that
yeah.
we
No,
heard
yeah, yeah.
recently. Yeah.
Okay, interesting stuff. Thanks for putting that. We also got a new trailer for a Hulu original film. Now this is exciting. It's called Prey. Now it's a prequel to the Predator films, and this looks, again, this is kind of what we get into about too much. This is what you do when you have a franchise established. You make it unique and different on its own, and I think this is
Yeah.
different enough to where people, kind of the newer generation get something fresh. It's the Indians, it's the hunter versus hunted kind of classic storyline. Female
Mhm.
protagonist, and she's going against the predator.
Yeah.
That's it. And
It'd be interesting.
yeah, trailer looked like,
Yeah.
oh man, and the poster,
I'll have to
such a good
stop to look. I
poster.
haven't seen much.
Good stuff. Good
Like,
stuff.
wait,
Yeah,
it's called Prey?
it's called Prey. Yeah, which
Prey Hulu?
it's in the
Wait, is
font of Predator. It's
Oh, it's like it's Native Americans, like
yeah, yeah. Native Americans, they're going at it. They're
Oh,
versing
this
this.
looks wow, actually, this looks shot really well. This looks pretty cool.
There, I think I can hear the pitch now. It's like the predator. He's the greatest predator and hunter there is. Who could he go against? What
Sure.
about the greatest hunters of our time?
Yeah, the greatest
Native
hunters of all
American. I mean, that would
Yeah.
be. And in the trailer too, she's like, "I know how to take this guy down," and I'm like, "Oh yes, this is gonna be awesome!" Like,
Wow,
she's
this looks
ready.
really interesting. The
Mhm.
director of 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is, uh, Dan Trachtenberg, I believe?
Oh,
Dan
oh yeah.
Trachtenberg?
Okay. Trachtenberg. Oh gosh, is that his actual name? Or
J Tr Yeah, or Trachtenberg?
oh, Gotcha. Yeah. Pray.
He's great. Yeah, he is directing. Awesome. Cool. Alright, he does I like his movies. His movies are cool as hell. So,
Nice, nice. Okay, cool,
very
cool.
excited.
Yeah.
Also, Dan did a Portal film about based on the game, and it was really fun. It
Oh
was like
yeah.
30 minutes or something. And so he's still trying to get that made. Every couple of years, there's an
Wow.
article where he's like, I want to direct a Portal film. And so I really
That
hope
would
that
be so
works
unique.
out.
That would be so cool.
It would be. Yeah. Be
Weird
cool
obscure
sci-fi. And
vibe.
he does cool sci-fi.
Mhm.
So I'm sure this is gonna be great.
Yeah,
Excited.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Double thumbs up.
Couple thumbs up. Nice. All right, and that's it for us. That's really
That's
all.
it.
That's all the news of the week. Some good
This was a
stuff.
great episode, Ryder. I had a
Lots.
ton of fun. This was
Yeah,
awesome.
exciting stuff.
We
As
gotta
always.
push this bad boy. We gotta get audios going crazy.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're
Audio
right. Everybody
crazy.
listening in at home, tell your
Thanks for
friends if y'all
listening.
listening to podcasts. Check us
Mhm.
out. Okay. Recommendations. Do you have a recommendation for the week that you have?
Yeah, I kind of went down a rabbit hole this weekend. It was last weekend. I watched a little documentary called The Raft, and The Raft
Okay.
is about in the 70s. A French guy wanted to do an experiment, and his goal was to solve world peace. He's like, I want to
Okay.
solve world peace, and the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to build a raft. I'm going to pull 9 people on this raft, and we're going to float from, I don't know, wherever they floated from to the United States. So across the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay. Uh-huh.
All the way across, which was like, I don't know, 4-month journey. We're just gonna float, like that's all the way across.
Wow.
And so his goal is to see how the people reacted to each other and like made friendships on the raft. It's very close
Oh,
quarters the whole
wow.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it gets a little crazy. Like the people are like, some people like bond super well. Some people don't like each other after some time. There's like, dude, they're like having sex with each other kind of deal, but like
Yeah.
it's a close quarters thing. There's like relationships happening, and then there's like,
What?
but people are getting angry, and so it's fascinating, dude. It's
Called the raft.
fascinating. It's called The Raft, yeah.
Wow. It's a big raft. It's not. I was thinking of a small.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
giant like
Well,
barge.
they can
Almost.
fit 9 people on there. Yeah, it's a small barge, that kind of thing. But I just thought it was very, very interesting. I don't know if it's like the best documentary of all time or anything, but like it's very interesting to watch. I had it on in the background while I was doing some editing. And it was very easy just to like pause and play and kind of watch
Wow.
throughout the day. But I recommend. It was a great watch. Came out a couple years ago.
Do you think that being on a boat with someone for that long, you bond with them for life? If you
Oh,
bond with them.
that so the documentary starts off with all of the people very old. Like, well, most of them, the ones that
Oh
are still
wow.
alive, because I mean nobody dies on the raft, but like
It's old. It's a long time
they're
ago.
just older now. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so it's through their interviews they're telling the story, and then it's a bunch of footage on the actual raft, like hours and hours of
Yeah.
footage that they chop up for this. It was really interesting. Very cool.
Awesome. I'm glad they filmed it.
Yeah.
As for my recommendation, I'm going polar opposite. Instead of world peace, blood and guts in Predator 2.
There we go.
I recommend Predator 2 just because when I saw this trailer, I was thinking about the classics, and
Yeah.
The first Predator, of course, is amazing, but the second one is just as good because it has Donald Glover, sorry. And first one, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this one is, it's in the city, and I love like a cop story. But this was cool because this is what shocked me. This was the first time that I think I've ever seen a combination of franchises, right? Like, I don't know how it went down and I have to do more research on it, but Alien was the 70s. Yeah. Alien was a completely different franchise. Then they do Predator. Completely random franchises. But for the first time, an Easter egg happened where Donald Glover, he's in the ship. This is the spoiler for the movie, but I mean, it's okay. It's an old movie. He's in the ship of the Predator, finally in the ending battle, fighting the Predator. And it's a trophy room. And in the trophy room, we see a xenomorph skull. And that blew people's minds because they're like, isn't that Alien? Like, and it was crazy. And then after that, they started combining the franchise. But I was like, whoa.
Then you get AVP and like, you know, all this stuff.
I was like, how did that happen? Where they're like, hey, let's put this together. Like random franchise. And they did it. And I was like, that's so cool. But
very interesting.
Yeah, check it out because classic history.
I've never seen any of those movies. Never seen the Predator movies. Never seen the Alien movies.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a whole genre that I missed out on.
Wait, you've never seen Alien? Still?
We have this conversation once a month, right? I've never seen Alien.
Oh my god! I don't know why you still. Oh my god! It's so good.
I'll get it on Vinny D Plus this week.
Vinny D Plus, hop it on and watch. Oh my god, that is my. Alien is. What's your favorite horror movie?
I have no excuse. I have literally no excuse. My favorite horror movie ever?
It's nothing because you can't do them. What's your favorite?
He's I don't know what my favorite horror. I literally am. I'm literally going to my disc to digital UPC website and I'm gonna find it. I can do it later too. But
Alien and Aliens is great, but Alien 3 and 4 is just don't do it. Don't do it.
I can get the 4K bundle.
Oh, okay. That would be
for dirt cheap, like literally nothing.
Yeah,
okay.
4K definitely the remaster you needed.
Okay, good stuff. Okay. I love it.
Okay, there we go.
I'll be watching. Should I watch that tonight?
I mean,
I'm watching The Host tonight. I'm watching The Host.
The Host with never mind.
Bong Joon-ho movie.
Okay. I would think of The Gift.
Yeah. Oh, Gift is great with Jason Bateman and great movie, movie. That movie's awesome. I recommend The Gift. There's my recommendation. It's The Gift.
The Gift. Watch The Gift. Okay, there you have it. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have some more goodies coming for you guys very soon. Thanks for listening at home. Appreciate the support. Strictly Casual. We're close to 2K subscribers. Tell your friends and show some love. We'll get there eventually. Yeah.
20 subs. We're good.
We'll hit the summertime. It's summertime, so just a lot of content. We're steamrolling through it, and we're excited for new chapters.
Yeah, yes, sir.
New chapters and new beginnings. Everybody.
Hey, I don't want to miss out on this one. So, to infinity and beyond, baby.
Boom! There you have it. All right. Bye, everybody.